In the murky waters off the coast of Indonesia, a legend whispered among fishermen and sailors alike. They spoke of a fearsome creature lurking beneath the waves, a colossal sea monster with a hunger for human flesh. Its name, though different to each individual, sent shivers down their spines. It was known only by those unfortunate enough to have encountered it. The terror from the deep. No one dared to venture too far into these treacherous waters, lest they meet a gruesome fate at the hands, or tentacles, of the creature. It was said to have the body of a serpent, with jagged rows of teeth and eyes that glowed eerily in the darkness. Sailors recounted tales of ships being dragged beneath the surface, their crews devoured by the merciless beast. The stories grew over time, evolving into terrifying legends that both fascinated and horrified the people of Indonesia. Parents would tell their children cautionary tales, warning them never to stray too close to the water's edge, lest they be snatched away by the creature of the deep. Rani, a young fisherman's daughter, had always been entranced by these tales. She would sit by the shore, watching as the waves crashed against the rocks, wondering what mysteries lay hidden beneath the surface. Her inquisitive nature compelled her to uncover the truth about the legendary sea monster that haunted her village's nightmares. Determined to prove the existence of the creature, Rani gathered her meager supplies and set out on a rickety fishing boat, far beyond the safety of the harbor. The wind howled ominously as she battled the crashing waves, her heart pounding with equal parts fear and excitement. As Rani reached a desolate stretch of water, the atmosphere grew heavy with tension. The air seemed to still, and even the seabirds' cries ceased. She held her breath, scanning the dark depths for any sign of movement. Suddenly, a deafening roar erupted from beneath her boat, causing it to shake violently. Rani's hands clutched the wooden railings as her heart threatened to burst from her chest. The creature had found her. Out of the abyss emerged the mythical sea monster. It towered over her small vessel, its scaly body glistening in the piercing sunlight. Rani's initial terror gave way to awe and wonder. The creature circled her boat, its dark eyes fixing upon her, as if assessing her worthiness. Perhaps it was the courage that burned within her, or simply the need to tell her village the truth, but Rani found herself speaking to the sea monster. She conveyed her desire to share the tales of its existence, to separate the facts from the fiction. To Rani's surprise, the creature of the deep responded. Its voice, deep and booming, rumbled through the water as it recounted its own history. Long ago, it had been a guardian of the waters, steering clear of human affairs. But as time passed, greed and pollution had corrupted the seas, awakening its hunger for justice. The sea monster revealed that its appetite for human flesh was not driven by instinct, but by a desire to punish those who disrespected the oceans. It was a protector of the deep, a judge that sought to restore balance in an imbalanced world. Intrigued by the creature's story, Rani listened intently, realizing that the legends of terror had been twisted by fear and ignorance. She vowed to share the truth with her village, to dispel the myths that had haunted generations. With the sea monster's blessing, Rani returned to her village and spoke passionately of her encounter. Tales of the terror from the deep took on a new meaning, shedding its horrifying reputation and transforming into a cautionary symbol of the consequences of humanity's destructive actions. Her words resonated with the villagers, inspiring them to take action. They formed a collective effort to clean their surrounding waters, to banish the pollution and restore the balance that had been disrupted for so long. The sea monster had become their unlikely ally. Under Rani's guidance, the village prospered. They flourished not only in their fishing ventures, but also in their newfound respect for the oceans. They created sustainable practices, ensuring a future of harmony between humans and sea creatures. News of the village's transformation spread far and wide, reaching the ears of environmentalists and conservationists alike. They flocked to Indonesia, eager to witness the remarkable coexistence between humans and the mysterious sea monster. Pioneering the way for other coastal communities, Rani and her village became global ambassadors for oceanic preservation. Their story became a beacon of hope, illustrating the power of one person's determination to make a change. As for the sea monster, it continued to patrol the waters, its terrifying image now cloaked in a newfound sense of purpose. It would occasionally surface, its presence a reminder that no actions go unnoticed. Its role as a guard of the oceans had been restored, and the legend continued to evolve. And so, with each passing generation, the tales of the sea monster that once terrified all who heard them transformed into stories of awe and admiration. The fear was replaced with reverence, the horror supplanted by respect. From that moment on, the creature known as the Terror from the Deep became a symbol of the delicate balance between humans and nature. It reminded us that legends are not always as they seem and that our actions have consequences, often far greater than we could ever imagine. The end.